May peace be on all of you. Myself, Dr. Majid Khan, Associate Professor, Loknetya Dr. J.D. Pawar College of Pharmacy, Kalwan, Nasik. I welcome all of you in this lecture 3 of antihypertensive agent. So in this video, that is in lecture 3, we will see about the ACE inhibitor, angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor. Learning outcome. After completion of this topic, student able to understand the renin-angiotensin system. Remember the classification of ACE inhibitor. Know about the development of ACE inhibitor. Know the SAR and mechanism of action of ACE inhibitor. And draw the structure with IUPAC and uses of ACE inhibitors. So now let us start. ACE inhibitor. The definition of ACE inhibitor is it is an angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor. It means that these are the drugs which inhibit the enzyme ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme. You should not confuse between the ACE and acetylcholine esterases. There are difference between this. ACE means angiotensin converting enzyme, and acetylcholine esterases is an enzyme which is responsible for hydrolysis of acetylcholine. So acetylcholine esterases inhibitor is different. ACE inhibitor is a different. So ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme, is the drug which inhibits the angiotensin converting enzyme, which is responsible for conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2. So first we seen about the renin angiotensin system. So it is a renin angiotensin system. So this system is complex, highly regulated pathway involved in regulation of blood volume, electrolyte balance, and arterial blood pressure. It consists of two main enzymes, renin and ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme, whose primary purpose is to release angiotensin 2 from its precursor angiotensinogen. Angiotensin 2 is a potent vasoconstrictor which affects peripheral resistance and renal function and cardiovascular structure. The precursor angiotensinogen is an alpha globulin and contain 450 amino acid and continuously synthesized and secreted by liver. Number of hormone including glucocorticoid, thyroid hormone, and angiotensin 2 stimulate its synthesis. So here the reaction is given. In case of renin angiotensin system pathway, it is a physiological pathway. So here the starting material is, that is angiotensinogen. So it is a angiotensinogen which is a alpha globulin, contain 450 amino acid, 450 amino acid. But the most important portion of this angiotensinogen is this one. So it is the first 10 amino acid of angiotensinogen. So here the first amino acid is ASP, that is aspartic acid. Second one is ARG, arginine. Third one is valine. Fourth one is tyrosine. Fifth one is histidine. Seventh one is proline. Then phenylalanine. Then histidine. Then leucine. Then valine. Then isoleucine and histidine, and so on. So it is the first 10 amino acid of angiotensin 2. So the enzyme renin, this renin secreted by the kidney, it causes breaking of this bond So it causes breaking of the bond between the leucine and valine, and it gives the first compound, that is angiotensin first, which is a decapeptide, means it contains 10 amino acid. So angiotensinogen is a 450 amino acid. Renin break this bond after 10th amino acid and convert angiotensinogen into angiotensin first, which is a decapeptide, means it contains 10 amino acid. Then this angiotensin first converted into angiotensin second by the enzyme ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme. This enzyme breaks the bond between phenylalanine and histidine to form angiotensin second, which is a octapeptide, means it contains 8 amino acid. So angiotensin first is a decapeptide, contain 10 amino acid, but angiotensin second is a octapeptide which contain 8 amino acid after the hydrolysis by the ACE. So this angiotensin second is a main target. So angiotensin second is a octapeptide. Then by the enzyme aminopeptidase, it further convert this angiotensin second to second to angiotensin third, that is 3, by removing N-terminal aspartic acid residue. So this angiotensin second converted into angiotensin third by the enzyme aminopeptidase by removing the first amino acid. Then this angiotensin third again converted into their inactive product. So it is about the renin angiotensin system. So it is just the physiology of this renin angiotensin system. So once again, in short, starting material is angiotensinogen, which is a 450 amino acid. Renin break the bond after the 10th amino acid to form the angiotensin first, which is a decapeptide, contain 10 amino acid. Then this angiotensin first converted into angiotensin second by the enzyme ACE, and this angiotensin second is a octapeptide, contain 8 amino acid. Then this angiotensin second converted into angiotensin third and then their inactive product. Now the important is here this angiotensin second. So this angiotensin second have the different effect. So the main effect of angiotensin second is seen in this slide. So angiotensin second is a first vasoconstrictor, means it constrict the blood vessel. Then it direct the renal sodium retention. Then control aldosterone secretion. Then increase the thirst. Then it also having the effect on ADH release, that is antidiuretic hormone release. Then it facilitates sympathetic facilitation, that is central nervous terminal. It increases cardiac contractility. It also has effect on cardiac and vascular hypertrophy. So these are the various effects of this angiotensin second. But here related to this topic, the important one is vasoconstriction, aldosterone secretion, and ADH release. So angiotensin second is a potent vasoconstrictor and it constricts the glomerular arterial, result in increased arterial resistance which rises blood pressure. So angiotensin second by vasoconstriction effect, it increases the blood pressure. In addition, angiotensin second stimulate release of ADH. This one ADH, that is called as antidiuretic hormone or vasopressin from hypothalamus. This ADH conserve water when body is dehydrated. In kidney, ADH increase permeability to water. This result in concentrated urine and reducing urine volume. Then Additionally, angiotensin II play a primary role in regulation of aldosterone secretion from adrenal cortex, which is responsible for reabsorption of sodium, which result in increased level of sodium in plasma, and it increase the blood volume and vascular resistance and increase the blood pressure. So the main effect of angiotensin II is vasoconstriction, which causes constriction of blood vessel, increase the blood pressure. Second, that is it stimulate the ADH release, due to which increase the water reabsorption, decrease urine volume, and increase the blood pressure. Then it also play a role in regulation of aldosterone secretion, due to which increase the sodium and fluid reabsorption, and therefore the concentration of sodium increases, which leads to increase in blood pressure. So overall, angiotensin II increase the blood pressure. So it is responsible for high blood pressure. Similarly, there is another chemical that is called as bradykinin. So this one is bradykinin, which is a nanopeptide. Nanopeptide means it contains 9 amino acid, which act locally to produce pain. Pain causes vasodilation and stimulate prostaglandin synthesis. The bradykinin is produced from caninogen, a starting material, caninogen. This caninogen is converted into calidine by the enzyme kallikrein. So it is the enzyme kallikrein converted into calidine. The calidine is converted into bradykinin. Then this calidine is converted into bradykinin. The degradation of bradykinin to inactive metabolite occur through ACE. So here also there is a ACE enzyme. So here the function of ACE is conversion of this bradykinin into their inactive metabolite. So ACE have dual function. So it is the main target of our drug, ACE. So this ACE have dual function. The first function of ACE is conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, and same ACE is involved in metabolism of bradykinin into their active metabolite. But here the bradykinin causes vasodilation, PG, prostaglandin synthesis, and pain. So here the important point is this bradykinin causes vasodilation and decrease the blood pressure, but angiotensin II causes vasoconstriction, increase the blood pressure. So it is the opposite effect. Bradykinin decrease the blood pressure by vasodilation. Angiotensin II causes vasoconstriction and increase the blood pressure. So it is the opposite effect of bradykinin and angiotensin. So in order to decrease the blood pressure, we want to inhibit the formation of angiotensin II, and we want to increase the activity of bradykinin. So it is the bradykinin and angiotensin effect. So it is the normal physiology of renin-angiotensin system and bradykinin. So in short, bradykinin causes decrease in blood pressure due to vasodilation effect. Angiotensin II causes vasoconstriction, increase the blood pressure. So for us to reduce the blood pressure, we want to increase the effect of this bradykinin and decrease the effect of angiotensin II. So common is ACE. ACE have dual function, that is conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, and it also involves the metabolism of bradykinin. Now the actual topic, that is ACE inhibitor. So as name indicate, ACE inhibitor are the drug which inhibit the ACE enzyme, therefore prevent the conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, which causes vasodilation. Therefore there is a decrease in blood pressure. Now the classification of this ACE inhibitor is, there are 3 types. First one is sulfhydryl containing inhibitor. Sulfhydryl means SH group. SH group, that is sulfhydryl containing inhibitor. Example, captopril. Second one is dicarboxylate containing inhibitor, means these drug contain two carboxylic group, example enalapril. And third one is phosphate containing inhibitor, fosinopril. So it is the classification of ACE inhibitors. If we see the history of development of ACE inhibitor, in 1965 it is reported that venom of South American viper contain chemical that potentiate action of bradykinin called as BPF, bradykinin potentiating factor. This chemical also inhibit conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, and thus the later name of the enzyme is given ACE. So in 1965, one chemical is discovered in American viper which show bradykinin potentiation action, and this chemical is called as BPF, that is bradykinin potentiating factor. So BPF is a chemical which increase the action of bradykinin. Same chemical inhibit the conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2 by the enzyme called as ACE. Then at this time BPF were the lead compound for the development of a new antihypertensive agent, since they possess dual activity. SQ20881, commonly known as taprotide. So this SQ288, the name is given because this compound not come into the market because of some problems. So therefore this type of name is given SQ288, generally called as taprotide. This compound, this drug isolated from this BPF, bradykinin potentiating factor, and had greatest involved potency in inhibiting ACE and lower blood pressure. So the first compound which is isolated is taprotide, and it is isolated from this BPF, and it have the ability to inhibit the ACE. But this taprotide compound is peptide in nature, it lack oral activity. But this compound was used to study the binding site of ACE, and it is found that ACE binding site is similar to carboxypeptidase A enzyme. So this taprotide not come under the market because of peptide in nature, but it have the ability to inhibit the ACE. But this drug is used in studying the binding site of ACE. So during the study, it is found that the ACE is similar to carboxypeptidase enzyme. It is a pancreatic enzyme. Carboxypeptidase is a pancreatic enzyme which is responsible for metabolism of protein or peptide. So both ACE and carboxypeptidase A enzyme is zinc containing enzyme. So if we compare these two enzymes, that is carboxypeptidase enzyme and ACE enzyme, so it is found that it has similarities in binding. So this image show binding site of carboxypeptidase enzyme. So this image, in that there are three binding sites. So here there is a carboxypeptidase enzyme which is a pancreatic enzyme responsible for metabolism of protein or peptide. So it is a peptide structure. This one is peptide structure, and this in red one, it is a carboxypeptide binding site. So here there are three binding site in case of carboxypeptidase enzyme. The first binding site is negatively charged carboxylate terminus of amino acid of substrate bind to positively charged arginine present in enzyme. So first binding site is this. So it is a substrate for carboxypeptidase enzyme. So substrate is the protein or peptide. So the carboxylate group of protein is bind with the NH2 group of arginine of carboxypeptidase enzyme. So it is the first binding site. Second binding site, this one is hydrophobic pocket. So this hydrophobic pocket present on enzyme provide specificity for aromatic residue of substrate. So aromatic ring bind to this hydrophobic pocket. And third binding site is called as zinc binding site, which is important. So zinc of the enzyme bind and stabilize negatively charged oxygen which is formed during the water molecule attack. So when water molecule attack, this carbonyl group become O minus and which bind to zinc of this enzyme. So in short, there are three binding sites on carboxypeptidase enzyme. The first binding site is carboxylate group of protein bind to arginine amino group of enzyme. Second is hydrophobic pocket which bind with aromatic ring. Third is zinc binding site which bind to negatively charged oxygen when water molecule is attached. Then here is a binding of ACE enzyme. So it is a binding of ACE enzyme. So here the substrate is angiotensin first. As we know, angiotensin first converted into angiotensin second by the enzyme ACE. So here the substrate is angiotensin first. So here again there is a binding site. First binding site is negatively charged carboxylate group of angiotensin first bind with NH2 group of ACE. So it is a ionic bond between the carboxylate anion and this NH2 group of ACE enzyme. Second binding site, that this one is important, that is zinc. Role of zinc in mechanism of ACE hydrolysis was assumed to similar to that of carboxypeptidase enzyme. So here again same binding site here, that is zinc binding site. But here the point is noted that this binding site is 2 amino acid away from this terminal carboxylate group. So ACE not zinc of ACE not bind to first peptide bond, but it bind with second peptide bond, because as we seen angiotensin first is a decapeptide. It is converted into angiotensin second, which is a octapeptide. So there is a 2 amino acid less. So therefore this ACE bind to the zinc of ACE bind to the second peptide bond, so that this 2 amino acid is removed and it form the angiotensin second. So it is a second binding site, that is zinc containing binding site. Here there is a no hydrophobic pocket, but there are various group like R1, R2. These are the various group which overall contribute binding with ACE. So here there is a comparison between the binding site of carboxypeptidase A enzyme and ACE enzyme. Now the SAR of ACE inhibitors. It is an important one, is SAR of ACE inhibitor. So as we seen in previous slide, first compound, that is SQ20881, that is called as taprotid, which is isolated from the BPF, which have the ability to inhibit the ACE. This taprotid contain proline ring. It is a proline ring. So the taprotid drug contain proline, but taprotid is a peptide in nature, therefore not come under the in the market. So proline is present in the structure of taprotid. Similarly, since taprotid proline was present as a C-terminal amino acid, therefore it was included in the structure of newly synthesized inhibitor. The first ACE inhibitor synthesized and tested was succinyl L-proline. So it is the first compound, succinyl L-proline, which contain proline ring as present in taprotid. But this compound succinyl L-proline was only about 1 divided by 500 as potent as taprotate. So it having very weak ACE inhibitor activity. So first compound is succinyl L-proline, which contain proline ring. This compound having very weak 1 divided by 500 as potent as taprotate. Then second point, addition of methyl group at carbon 2 of succinyl proline. So it is a carbon 2. So when we insert methyl group on this position, that it enhance the activity little bit, that is 1 divided by 300 as potent as taprotate, and the compound name is 2-methyl succinyl 1-proline. So the point is insertion of methyl group on carbon 2, it gives the new compound 2-methyl succinyl 1-proline, which is more potent as compared to first compound. Then third point, replacement of carboxylic group with sulfhydryl group SH from succinyl proline produced 3-mercaptopropanoyl proline, more potent than succinyl proline. So here SH group is inserted. So replacement of carboxylic acid. So here carboxylic group is replaced by SH group, and it gives the new compound, that is 3-mercaptopropanoyl proline, which is more potent than previous drug. So it is a potent drug. Next point. Again, insertion of methyl group on second position of 3-mercaptopropanoyl proline give captopril, which is the first drug as a ACE inhibitor to be marketed. Now there is a change in this structure, that is insertion of methyl group on second position. On this position there is an insertion of methyl group, it gives a new drug called as captopril, which is the first drug marketed as a ACE inhibitor. So it is a development of first drug as a ACE inhibitor, that is captopril. Next point. Then the SH group of captopril proved to be excellent inhibitor activity, but also responsible for side effect such as skin rashes, metallic taste, or loss of taste. So when SH group of captopril is replaced by 3-benzyl propionic acid alanine, give dicarboxylate containing inhibitor called as enalprelate. So there are changes in captopril structure in that SH group is replaced by this 3-benzyl propionic acid alanine, and it gives the new compound called as enalprelate, which is a dicarboxylate group containing inhibitor. So these drug contain 2 carboxylic acid, this one and this one. So in classification, it is a second class dicarboxylate containing drug. So example is enalprelate, which contain 2 carboxylic group. So after changes in captopril, it gives the new drug, that is enalprelate. Enalprelate is 10 times more potent than captopril, and it is a pro-drug. Since it having very poor oral bioavailability, it is converted into enalpril by esterification in vitro. So this enalprelate is a pro-drug. So therefore it is converted into their ester, that is called as enalpril. So how it is converted into ester? So it is the enalprelate drug. So it is a enalprelate drug. So enalprelate drug, it is a main drug. First, it is a esterification. So here there is a esterification. On acid function, there is a COO ethyl esterification. It gives enalpril, and this enalpril again converted into enalprelate. So in vitro, this main drug, enalapril is a main drug. After esterification in vitro means in lab, it is converted into ester called as enalapril. Then this enalapril, after administration into the body, again converted into enalaprillate by hydrolysis reaction. Here the important point is regarding the name. Generally, when there is a ester, then we use ate as a suffix, like acetate, propionate. So ate suffix is used for ester, but here there is a phenomena. Here the ester is called as enalapril, and the simple drug, that is acidic drug, is called as enalaprillate. So here ate, which is normally used for ester, but here in case of enalaprillate, it is used for carboxylic acid, and for ester simply use as a enalapril. So keep in mind this point, that for ester generally ate suffix is used, but here the ate used for the acid drug. For ester simply term enalapril is used. So here main drug is enalaprillate, but because of poor solubility, it is first converted into their ester called as enalapril. So this first reaction carried out in laboratory, that is conversion of enalaprillate into enalapril by esterification. Then this enalapril administered into the body as a drug, which is converted again into enalaprillate by the hydrolysis. The next point, replacement of methyl group of enalaprillate with lysine give lisinopril. So spelling mistake is here, lisonopril. So here is lisonopril, which is slightly potent than enalaprillate. So here only one changes is there. In case of enalaprillate, here is CH3 group. So if we replace CH3 group with CH2 4 times NH2 group, that is called as lysine amino acid, then it gives the new drug, that is lisonopril. Then last point is the major structural difference among remaining ACE inhibitor is ring of C-terminus amino acid. Captopril, lisonopril and enalaprillate contain pyrrolidine ring. It is a pyrrolidine ring, while other compound contain large bicyclic or spiro ring structure. It shows that there is a hydrophobic pocket also in ACE. So in case of captopril, lisonopril, enalapril, it consists of proline ring, but in another drug it may contain larger bicyclic ring or spiro ring, like here. In case of ramipril, instead of proline, it is a spiro ring, and this shows that there is a hydrophobic pocket also present in ACE. Now next point, the search for ACE inhibitor which lack sulfhydryl group also leads to investigation of phosphate compound fosinopril. So it is a third class in classification. There is a third class, that is phosphate containing ACE inhibitor. Example is fosinopril. So during the research of ACE inhibitor, this class is developed, that is discover phosphorus compound. Example fosinopril. So as name indicate, it contains phosphorus, P, phosphorus. So the phosphoric acid is capable of binding to ACE enzyme, and additionally this compound capable forming the ionic and hydrogen bond with ACE. It is also prodrug. So this fosinopril containing phosphate group also a prodrug, therefore required by bioactivation. So here is a conversion of fosinopril into their active form. So it is a prodrug, and therefore bioactivation is required. So here it is a drug. So first water molecule attack, here it become O minus, like this. It is O minus and hydroxyl group is attached. then this O minus converted into double bond, then this bond is break and this bond is also break. So we get three compound, that is first one is drug, second one is side product, that is isopropanaldehyde, this one is isopropanaldehyde, and this one is propionic acid. So it is the bioactivation of phosphorus compound, that is phosphinopril. So it is also ACE inhibitors. So it is about the SAR of ACE inhibitor. So regarding mechanism of action, ACE inhibitor inhibit the enzyme ACE and therefore prevent the conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2. Similarly, these drugs also increase the bradykinin effect by inhibiting the bradykinin metabolism. So therefore, ACE inhibitor decrease the concentration of angiotensin 2 but increase the concentration of bradykinin, and which is responsible for decrease in blood pressure. Now individual drug, so in that first compound is captopril. So it is a captopril, the IUPAC name 1 in bracket 2 methyl 3 mercaptopropanoyl pyrrolidine 2 carboxylic acid. So 1 means this one, 2 means this 2. So on second position methyl group is attached to methyl. On third position there is a mercapto group is attached, SH. So 3 mercapto propanoyl, propanoyl means 3 carbon with ketonic group, therefore propanoyl. Pyrrolidine ring, this is pyrrolidine ring. On second position carboxylic acid, 2 carboxylic acid. Uses: captopril's main uses are based on vasodilation and inhibition of some renal function activity. These benefits are most clearly seen in hypertension, cardiac conditions such as congestive heart failure, and after myocardial infarction. It also involved in preservation of kidney function in diabetic neuropathy. So it is about the captopril. Second drug, that is enalaprilate. So IUPAC name, again 1 means this 1, 2 means this 2, then again 1 means this 1. So on one position there is a carboxyl group, on third position there is a phenyl group. Propyl means 3 carbon, this 3 carbon, propyl, then this one is amino, then propanoyl, that is 3 carbon with ketonic group, propanoyl, again pyrrolidine, 2 carboxylate. So IUPAC name 1, 2, 1 carboxy, 3 phenyl propyl, amino, propanoyl, pyrrolidine, 2 carboxylic acid. Uses: enalapril is used to treat hypertension, sympathetic heart failure, and asymptomatic left ventricular dysfunction. It has been proven to protect the function of kidney in hypertension, heart failure, and diabetes, and may be used in absence of hypertension for its kidney protective effect. It is widely used in chronic kidney failure. Furthermore, enalapril is an emerging treatment for psychogenic polydipsia. Polydipsia means increase in thirst. So psychogenic polydipsia means excessive fluid intake in the absence of psychological stimuli to drink. The next is lisinopril. So again IUPAC name 1. So again 1 is here 1. It is a 1. Then 2, 1. So again this is 2, this is 1. So on one position there is a carboxylic group, 3 phenyl, then it is a 3 phenyl, same propyl, amino, 6 amino hexanoyl. So here is numbering 1, then this 2, then here there is a CH2 4 time, and then NH2. So therefore the numbering is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On 6th position there is a NH2 group, therefore 6 amino hexanoyl, 6 carbon with ketonic group, hexanoyl, pyrrolidine, 2 carboxylic acid. So IUPAC name 1, 2, 1 carboxyl, 3 phenyl propyl, amino, 6 amino hexanoyl, pyrrolidine, 2 carboxylic acid. Uses: lisinopril is typically used for treatment of high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, acute myocardial infarction, that is heart attack, and diabetic neuropathy. means protection of kidney in case of diabetes. Last drug is that is quinapril. So it is a structure of quinapril. Numbering is given here first 1, 2 and 3, 4, and then there is a phenyl ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and then phenyl ring. So here 1-ethoxy means this 1-ethoxy. On same position oxo group is there, that is 1-oxo. 4-phenyl, so on fourth position there is a phenyl ring, 4-phenyl. Butane, so 4 carbon butane. On second position there is an attachment 2-yle, then amino, then propanoyl. So again there are 3 carbon with ketonic group, so 1, 2 and 3. Then it is propanoyl. Then 3, 4. So here it is a main ring, that is a isoquinoline ring. This one is isoquinoline ring. So number start from here 1, then this nitrogen is 2, then this 3, 4. So here 3, 4 dihydro. So here there is a no bond, 3, 4 dihydro isoquinoline. On third position there is a carboxylic group, 3 carboxylic acid. So 1-ethoxy, 1-oxo, 4-phenyl butane, 2-yle, amino, propanoyl, 3, 4 dihydro isoquinoline, 3 carboxylic acid. Uses: it is indicated for treatment of high blood pressure, hypertension, and as a adjunctive therapy in management of heart failure. It may be used for the treatment of hypertension by itself or in combination with thiazide diuretic and with diuretic and digoxin or in heart failure. So it is about the ACE inhibitor. So if question is asked about the ACE inhibitor, then you first write the SAR, then their classification, and then their mechanism and all the physiology. So physiology is not much important, that is conversion of angiotensinogen 1, 2, 3. It is just physiology, it is not a medicinal chemistry part, it is a HAP part. So if the question asks about the ACE inhibitor, you first write the SAR, its classification and their mechanism of action. So it is about the ACE inhibitor. In next lecture, that is in lecture 4, we will cover angiotensin second receptor blocker. So if you like this video, then subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.